except after give a date, insert date here. Only the people that are existing here. And then 5 years from now, 15 years from now, when we have another 20 million illegal aliens here, same group people say, we can't split families apart. Look at these people that are disenfranchised. Look at these people that are living on the marginal edges of society. We can't separate them. We have to bring them into the fold. We have to make them legal too, because this is America. Add another 20 million. At a time when you are looking for work. The bill also creates a Southern Border Security Task Force, composed of federal, state, and local enforcement to protect the U.S. border cities and communities from violence and crime along the U.S.-Mexico border. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that one. Under the bill for legalizing undocumented immigrants, I guess they don't even accept the fact there's no such thing as illegal aliens anymore, even though that's what federal law calls them. No one will call them what they are. Their legal name is now a non-entity. It's politically incorrect to call anybody an illegal alien. That's like the next step. You can't be a felon anymore. Legally, you have to be judicially challenged. That's the only term we will use. Well, the bill creates a legalization program for, quote, qualified undocumented immigrants, illegal aliens, and their spouses and children. To qualify, have to work and stay in this country for 6 years. Must establish they've been in the U.S. illegally before December 15th, 1999. So there's a cutoff date. Okay? You had to be illegal, and you had to be here before December 15th, 1999. Well, I'm shocked they're going back 10 years. So ostensibly, if you got here December 16th, 1999, you are not eligible. How do you prove you've been in the U.S. illegally before December 15th, 1999? Well, how about documents? Bills? Leases? Yeah, who the hell has those? That's going to be an interesting one right there. You have to pay a $500 fine. That one is fun. Because if you want to apply legally for visas, that's thousands of dollars. But if you come here illegally, it's $500. And prove you've made contributions through the country through employment, education, military, or community service. There is going to be a cottage industry on this one. I can't wait for the nonprofits to be created by the Latino organizations just to prove that people have done community service. You wait. This is all, there is no way to police this at all. None. What is a contribution in employment? What, you've worked? Casual labor? What, you've dug ditches? You went over to Home Depot, got picked up in a pickup truck and helped someone with their landscaping? I don't know what that is. Cannot have any felony convictions? Fine. Cannot have more than 3 misdemeanors? Fine. And according to the bill, all bars related to undocumented status, illegals, using false social security numbers will be waived. Once you are here, you now get social security numbers, all of that. Here it is. If you've used a false social security number and you didn't get caught and prosecuted, you are home free. All you're going to be asked to do is get a real social security number. Now, if you or I got caught using a fake social security number, that's considered fraud. We get nailed. But if we are illegal and we now say we want a real one, no harm, no foul. So assuming they satisfy those requirements I just said, they apply for green cards and then eventual citizenship. If they pass background checks. No one knows who the hell they are. I love the names, all right? Meet English and civil requirements and pay taxes. And bill the states that undocumented individuals, why don't you say illegal aliens, please, who are brought to the U.S. before the age of 16, will apply for legal status the same way. They won't have to pay a fine. Qualified illegal high school grads will be placed on a fast track for citizenship. Again, just grab a kid, come on over here, you're home free. Make sure you're illegal and just come over the border and you just won the lottery. By the way, for those of you that waited years or are waiting and have applied legally, you're schmucks. You guys are losers for following the law. You guys are idiots for doing the right thing. Do what the illegals are doing and violate the law because that's the reward. Individual states will be permitted to determine whether undocumented students can benefit from in-state tuition fees. Oh, that's the other thing. California has always said illegals here can get in-state tuition. Of course, if you're an American citizen coming from Arizona, you pay out-of-state tuition because you're out of state. But if you're an illegal living in California, you are considered a resident and therefore in here legally for purposes of tuition. And then there's employment verification, creates civil penalties for employers who don't comply with the new system. Oh, give me a break. Right now, it's a $10,000 fine for any employer hiring an illegal alien. When's the last time that was enforced? There's already a law in the books that's not enforced. Here, the Republican lawmakers are going to oppose any bill that rewards people that are here illegal. Jerry Lewis in Redlands. David Dreyer, San Dimas, Gary Miller, Walnut, who are all Republicans, say the government needs to secure the borders and strengthen the E-Verify system that ensures employers hire legal workers. We have a duty to our own citizens and legal residents before we have a duty to the illegals. And these people that are pushing for the amnesty bill obviously feel it is more important to help out illegal aliens than it is to create jobs for our citizens. There is not a bill in there that says any job left over that legal residents, citizens, will be given priority in jobs. Not a chance. Crazy. Also, the bill lacks a large guest worker program. Of course it does, because there's no such thing as a guest worker under the bill. It doesn't exist. Why? Because guest workers are not legal residents of this country. They're brought over only to work under a special visa, and when the work is done, they go home, usually brought over during the growing season, or they used to at this point. But now, there's no such thing as a guest worker because they're no longer guests. They're Americans. Makes my blood. Last night, we were talking about this with my wife. She got visibly upset. And Marjorie doesn't get upset. I mean, nothing upsets Marjorie except her hair falling out. She was visibly upset with this.